Welcome back, my friends, for a new week and a new set of teams. This week, we're looking at teams number 49 through 40. I appreciate you guys each week tuning in to see where your team from last year's Summer Classic lies. Where does your team lie? Will it be in this group of teams? Let's find out. Um, each week, we do a little synopsis. It's about a 1 minute synopsis of each team of how they did in last year's Summer Classic. We go through some of the scores and some of the teams that you guys played. And we talk a little bit about how you, if you're a returning team, how you did the year before and kind of compare it to this year's team. Remember, guys, there was about 30 new teams. So even though you may drop a little bit from last year's rankings to this year's, there were so many more new teams. Even holding steady is about the same of where you placed last year, probably even a little better. So let's look at what happened last week. In case you were busy with a little thing called life and weren't able to tune in, and actually you can go back and tune back in if you'd like, but here's who we went through last week. Number 59, Shenanigans. They won the nickel division last year. A great job by Troy Johnson and his squad. Number 58 was Oddballs, a new team from Lewiston, Idaho. Number 57, another new team. This was Swingers. We had two Swingers teams. This team is just called Swingers, but we put Swingers too. Steel Adams team from Spokane. Number 56, Wasted. The second year Colby has brought a team from Hermanston. Brought a full team this time. I know the year before he was scrambling, only brought 8 players and ended up making a championship game. This year finished 56th. 55, we welcome back a team past the bunt. Tyler Lee Flowers' team took a year off, but they are back, and we appreciated having them back, number 55. Number 54 was Real Life, a team from who's been playing in Coeur d'Alene for a long time. Real Life Church has 3 or 4 different teams on Wednesday night. They combined to make one team, and I thought they had a great tournament. We talked about them last week. They won Group S, going 3-0. Really overachieved last year. I thought they had a great tournament. Number 53, Oppo Tacos is a team for their 3rd year now playing up here. Rhonda's team from Lewiston. I know a lot of those guys personally, played with them. They're a great bunch of people. Number 52, the Drunken Monkeys, always a great fun squad. Um, won the sportsmanship award back in the day when they were box office heroes. They're number 52. Number 51, the Misfits from Lewiston. And number 50, Bad Decisions, AJ's team. We jump into number 49, and this is a team that's played twice in the Summer Classic. It's the CdA Aqua Sox. This team is ran by Jake Waters, and he's out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I think what this team is, and I got to ask Jake, I think that they are a men's team that picks up some players to play some co-ed for this tournament. Last year, they ranked 36th. This year, they ranked 49th. Pretty close to about the same with all the new teams we had, maybe a little better. They played out of Group I, where they went 2-1. They took on Base Invaders, beat them 18-7 Friday night. Then they took on the caught looking team from Spokane, was able to beat them 14-3. And then finally beat Nimipu plus a few 14-6. And they ended up winning their group, Group I. Coeur d'Alene Aqua Sox, this is the 2nd year in a row that they've won their group. So nice job to Jake. They bring a good quality team. They played in the Iron Division, where they took on a Strife Sports team in the first round from Missoula. Fell to them 17-15 in a really good game. This is if they could have got by Strife Sports, this Aqua Sox team could have ended up making a run to the championship. So a great job, number 49. We kick things off. We talked about this team quite a bit last week. Number 48, RBI'd for her pleasure. This team came up several times in our recaps with other teams. This team is ran by Tough Price from Missoula, Montana. This is the 2nd year he's brought over a team. Pretty good quality team. Last year in 2024, they were ranked 34th. This year they ranked 48th. They played out of Group M, where they went 1-2. They took it on the chin a little bit of their first game, the Holy Cow team, which can put up a lot of runs on you quick if you don't watch out. They lost to them 29-7. Hit it and quit it. We talked about them just a tiny bit. They had a great run in this tournament. They lost to them 21-8, and then they came back to beat Shenanigans 17-1 to post their first victory. And that set them up for a great run in the Iron Division, where they took on Wasted first round, and they beat them 23-5. Took on a really good Drunken Monkeys team as well in the quarterfinals and beat them 15-3, and looked like they might be running to maybe make the championship, but they ran into Strife Sports and they lost to them 10-8. But overall, great run for RBI number 48. Number 47, this is a team that had kind of an up and down tournament. The B-Town Heroes. I know this team very well. They played in the tournament for many years. Casey Salt's team from Bonners Ferry, Idaho, the only Bonners Ferry team we had this year. Normally we have 2, but this year we only had 1. This is their 9th year playing in the tournament. Last year they ranked 40th. So that put them in Group R this year is where they battled. They took on Little Riot, a team that was vastly improved, Colton Howard's team. They lost to them 8-20. Then they took on the Diamond Daddies, kind of an unknown team from Spokane, and lost to them 26-13. And they were able to get a W in the Saturday late afternoon game against Sage Creek. They beat them 26-12. But they went on a run in the Iron Division. First round, they took on the Oddballs from Lewiston, and boy, did they just come out ready to play. Casey must have had her players all in bed nice and early. They won 16-0. Then they took on a really good Oppo Tacos team and beat them 17-2 in kind of a surprise before they ran up against Idaho and lost a big nail biter 14-13. But overall, number 47 B-Town Heroes. Number 46, we welcome back a team that hadn't played in several years, Idaho from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, ran by Anna Fabian this year. Anna and the Idaho team has played at the Coeur d'Alene Rec League, but they hadn't played in the tournament for a couple years, and we were glad to have them back. Let's go through their portfolio and see how they did. They had a great tournament. They played out of Group Q, where they went 3-0. They ended up winning their group. They beat Swingers from Spokane, Swingers 2, Steel Adams team 15-5. Then took on Strife Sports, who we've talked about already, a pretty good attorney from Strife Sports, and they were able to beat them 15-7. Remember that score. Oddballs from Lewiston, they were able to get by them 9-8 on Saturday. That put them in the Iron Division, where they took on, in the quarterfinals, the Misfits from Lewiston, got by them, close game, 10-7. Then in another close game against the B-Town Heroes, they got by them 14-13 to put them in a championship game with Strife Sports in the Iron Division. And they came up just short, 16-6 on that one. But a great run for Idaho, number 46. And okay, number 45 is Strife Sports. Let's get right to it because there's a lot of games to talk about here. Strife Sports has played for many years. Michael Rogers, Chris Brayton, Samantha Jo Hallenberg has run the team this year from Missoula, Montana. This is the 11th year that they played. They were 46th ranked last year, 45th this year. They played out of Group Q where they went 1-2. They beat the Oddballs 19-12 from Lewiston. They took on an Idaho team who we just talked about in the group play, and they beat them 17, or they lost to them 15-7. And they also lost to Swingers 2 from Spokane 15-14, Steel Adams team. That put them in the Iron Division, and they were on fire. They in the first round, a really good game against the Aqua Sox. Could have gone either way. They won 17-15. Then they took on Bad Decisions, AJ's team, who had a first round bye in the quarterfinals. They beat them 16-5. Played RBI for her pleasure. We've talked about this quite a bit. They were able to just outlast them 10-8. And finally, Idaho. This was a good game. 16-6 was the final, but this game was a lot closer. Late inning, they pulled away. But what a great run for Strife for taking home the championship of the Iron Division. Nice job, Strife Sports. Number 44 is the Tailgaters. This is a first-year team, Michael Sanchez's team, from Moses Lake, Washington. We had a few Moses Lake teams for the first time ever this year, and we were glad to have those teams over. For the Tailgaters, they played some tough teams. They played out of Group D, where they went 0-3, but man, they did. They played some tough teams. They played Big Ol' Hitties. This is Colton Pugh's team. They lost to them 16-5. They played Amplify Real Estate. This is the old Ruckus team that has made gold and silver bracket runs. They lost to them 18-5. And then Mojo, a team that won the bronze division, they lost the year before, lost to them 9-3. Wasn't exactly sure where to put this team with those scores, so they ended up in the copper division. Maybe they should have been in the Iron Division. I'm not sure. Just an unknown team for me a little bit. They took on the Team Warriors, another team, a first-year team, and they lost to them 16-6 in the first round. But we hope they'll be back. It was good having the Tailgaters over here, number 44. And hopefully we can do a little better seating for the Tailgaters next year. Number 43 is Westside. Westside is a team from Missoula, Montana. Holly Helt Culver has ran this team for the 5 years that they've been in the tournament. They took a year off in 2024. In 2023, they were ranked 23rd. So it was good to have them back in the tournament. They played out of Group L this year, where they went 0-3. They played some tough teams, too. They played a pretty good Swingers team, Will Lindenshore's team from Spokane. Really good game. They lost 19-8. Then Free Agents from the Silver Valley. This Free Agents team has just gotten better and better each tournament. They lost to them 10-0. And then Short Strokes, Chadley Miller's team, a streaky team from Rathdrum. They will come up and get you if you don't watch out. They beat them, just a feisty team. They lost to them 15-10. That put them in the Copper Division this year. The year that they had played in 2023, they were in the Bronze Division. So they dropped a division from where they played 2 years prior. And they played a Rejects team who just had a really good tournament. They lost to them 15-10 in a close battle. So we welcome back Westside, a Coeur d'Alene Classic favorite. Number 42, we have another first-year team, SP, and this team is ran by Kyla Jo Kelsey from Great Falls, Montana. It's great to have a team coming over from Great Falls. So my team got a chance to play this team, and just a great group of people and a really good team. I think for a first year, even though we'll look at the scores, didn't quite add up to it, I thought they played really well against some tough competition. They went 0-3 in Group F. They played Rogers Burgers. Rogers Burgers was probably the best team in Coeur d'Alene last year. They lost to them 12-11. Then they played Truly Wasted, a team from Lewiston, maybe the best Lewiston team that came up this year, maybe, arguably. They lost to them 16-5. And then they took on an Apple Knockers team from Coeur d'Alene. I kind of know that team. They lost to them 24-17. That was a really fun game Saturday night. That put them in the Copper Division where they took on Swingers. This Swingers team, they lost to them 13-10. If they could have got by this Swingers team, they may have been able to make a run in the Copper Division to a championship. We sure hope SB comes back. I know it's a travel for them. All right, number 41. I know this team very well. This is the Apple Knockers from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. This is the team that I've put together. We've had this team for a long, long time, 25 years or so. But we've struggled in the summer classic the last few years. We haven't got out of the first round in quite a while. Our 15th year, we were ranked 26th. We dropped to 41st. We played out of Group F, where we went 1-2. We took on Rogers Burgers, the Monday night champions in regular league, and they beat us 13-8. Really good Rogers team over there. Justin's got a great squad. Then we lost to Truly Wasted from Lewiston. Jazz Robinson brought a great team up. Really a lot of fun playing against them. They beat us 11-6 at Plants Ferry, and then we were able to salvage a win against SP 24-17 that we just talked about. Kyla's team from Great Falls. That put us in the Copper Division where we played free agents. Free agents, man, Madison West's team from the Silver Valley just keep on taking home championships. They were able to beat us 11-6 in the first round in a really good defensive battle. So, number 41, Apple Knockers from last year. Hopefully we get a win in the first round. And lastly, for this week, we look at number 40, C Squad. C Squad is from Spokane, Washington. This is Sean Krantz' team. I know Sean, I've played a little men's ball with him. Just a great guy and a really fun team that he brings over each year. A good team, too. They kind of run into the same problem the Apple Knockers have ran into, just not getting out of the first round in the playoffs. They were ranked 33rd. This year, they're ranked 40th. Group C, they played some good teams. They beat Cold Snacks 14-11 over at Memorial Field Friday night, and then Saturday they took on Spokane Retros, Brett Fashion's team. They lost to them 11-9, and then Bloodline. We'll talk about Bloodline way later, but they lost to them 23-0. Boy, I think Bobby Owen's team, they had a great tournament. That put them in the Copper Division where they took on Carl Hoskins' team, who moved up another division, and boy, in a really nail biter, they lost 8-7. John's team, like I said, has not got out of that first round in a while. Maybe this is the year. They always bring over a good team and just get nipped. But we appreciate, Sean, you bringing over the C Squad each year. So that's teams 49 through 40 this week, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you checking out the teams. We're over halfway done. We'll look at teams number 39 through 30 next week. Thanks, everybody. See you then.